All right, let's talk about SEO. Better yet, I want to give you a case study today. But I think this is also going to be a good example. And it's also just going to bring you some clarity because SEO is kind of confusing. There's a lot of noise out there about it. There's different agencies who have differing opinions on what SEO is and how that should actually look and how it should work. So I want to give you the unsolicited truth. These are the things that I've seen since starting the agency in 2018. These are the things that I and our team, we see every single day. And I'm telling you right now, without a shadow of a doubt, as a local business, local SEO is the piece you need to focus on in the very beginning. Now, the on-site, the technical, the content marketing, all that stuff is important down the line as you continue to grow and scale. But in the very early stages where you have zero visibility on Google, you absolutely want to turn your focus towards the local SEO piece because it's going to help you in the other areas and vice versa. But you want to put your attention in the SEO bucket that is going to bring the most meaningful results. And I think those results are local SEO. Now, let's do a little demonstration here. I want to do a little test, if you will. So we have a report here, and this is what we call the local search grid report. Now, I want to show you how this works. This is a tool we use called Bright Local, and it's how we run these reports. It's how we get the baseline and the improvements every single month for our clients on how they're ranking locally. And so what this is measuring is it's measuring where the company or the company that we're measuring, where they're actually at in the map pack of Google. Now, if you're wondering what the map pack is, I'm going to get to that in just a minute. But let's do the test first, okay? So I want you to go to Google and search for auto insurance near me. And let's do this together. So my next question is, if you are the searcher, if you were in the market for auto insurance, current day, right now, where are you going on Google? You search this keyword, what happens next? You may have some people who click up here, and this is where you're paying for that ad space with Google. You may come here, or you may scroll down here and search. Now, Google actually has data and research behind this, but majority of searchers, they're coming here, and they're picking one of the 3 or 4 businesses that are in this category. Now, you can see here, this person, they have paid to have the placement here. But the people here, these are the people that are ranking organically. And so at that point, if you're a consumer, what are you clicking? Well, a lot of people, they're going to look at reviews. They're going to see, okay, out of these 3 companies, the one that's not paying for placement, they must be really good because they're here. Which one has the most reviews? And as you can see, it's this one here. And that's the one that you would ultimately click on. And if the experience goes well from search to website to form submission or phone call, that company just acquired a new client. And so Google has analytics where most people, they are coming here, where you may have a percentage click up here, and you may have another percentage that comes down here. And just a side note, all the technical aspects and on-site SEO improvements you're making on your website, though it can help your local SEO improve, it's mainly focused towards getting you ranking right here, this is what they call the organic search results. And ultimately, I mean, we're talking like a fraction of the traffic, like a fraction. Whereas up here, we're talking like 40, 50, if not more percent of people, this is where they're going. All right, back to the report here. Let me tell you how local SEO actually works. So I'm currently in Saluda. So I'm somewhere in, don't test my my geography skills here. I'm somewhere in this area, okay? And the company that we're trying to rank, they're right here. So I'm a good distance away. I'm a good 15 minutes away from this company. And you can tell from the search we just did, they popped up for us here. So that's a good sign. But what we're looking at currently, this is December 12th, 2022. And this is how this company was ranking at the time for the keyword auto insurance. And you may be wondering, well, how come there are some green, there are some orange, there are some red? Well, the answer is a lot of Google search results is going to be based on proximity. And the good news is you can influence how you rank aside from proximity. So proximity, extremely important, but there are other factors that come into play to help you rank higher. What this report is doing is it's showing you for each latitude and longitude point, we are simulating a Google search, and then it is showing us the data of where the company we're tracking, where they're ranking. And so this is what we call our local search grid report. And this gives us the unfiltered truth. How are we ranking for multiple service areas for this keyword? And we measure other keywords as well. So we can put as many keywords as we like into this list here, and it will show us how we're ranking. So then our team, we go back and we say, okay, here is how we're looking for all these keywords. Let's put a strategy and a plan in place to rank higher for these keywords. That is our goal when we take on a local SEO account. And as you can see, we run these each month to just measure the improvements. And you can see by February of 23, we did see some improvements. And then by the end of February, we were all green for this keyword, auto insurance near me. And it looks like majority of the keywords improved. Now, I do want to be transparent here. This was 3-4 years ago. So the Google algorithms have changed quite a bit since then, especially with AI and everything. But we are still seeing results like these. They just don't come as fast, but we are absolutely still seeing results like this current day. And you can see here, we were running a very small search grid. So at first, we just want to get you ranking in your most immediate area. That is our first goal. We don't want to tackle a huge radius when we start an SEO account. We want to get you ranking in your backyard. If we can get there, then we can begin to expand and have you rank further and further out. And let's just fast forward a little bit here. There we go. All right, cool. All right. So 1st of July, 2025, you can see that our map, it expanded. So we've added a good, I would say a good additional 10 to 15 miles. I would say about 10 miles. So each northwest, south, east, we've added about 10 miles. And as you can see, we are completely dominating as far as local search engine goes and local rankings for the map pack. I mean, every keyword that we're measuring, number one. And so our goal here, once we get to this point, is we've got two options. We can try to continue to expand that reach and that footprint, or we can just maintain. We can keep the rankings high by staying up to date, following Google standards, keeping the website up to date, that sort of thing. That way, any other competitor who's trying to do better than you, you never want to stay idle or stagnant, because when that happens, you do run the risk of someone jumping ahead of you or dropping you back under that top 3. But our goal is to make your SEO and your Google listing as strong as possible every single month, month in, month out. All right, so that was the demonstration for local SEO. Hopefully it makes a lot of sense for you. Again, I think it's the most valuable form of SEO when it comes to a local business. Now, if you're doing like e-com or you're selling to a national size audience, absolutely. You want to put majority of your focus into your website and your content and all of those things. But when it comes to a local business, if you're serving your neighbors in the backyard, this is where you want to be. All right, hit me up if you have any questions. I'm here to help, and I will see you on the next case study. See you.